we headed home after catching the latest thriller at the cinema. My sister, Emily, was dozing off beside me as we drove through the silent night. The radio hummed softly when our father abruptly halted the car. It took a moment to grasp the situation. A small truck obstructed the road ahead. "What's happening?" Emily mumbled drowsily. A young woman emerged from the truck, limping to the obscured side. She seemed around our age, maybe a bit older. Instinctively, our parents shifted into helper mode, recognizing a fellow soul in need. The air was filled with tension as Dad instructed me to call 911 while he approached the stranded woman. "Maybe we should stay in the car," Mom hesitated, voicing her concerns. But Dad was already on his way out. "Lock the car and stay inside," he instructed us. We sat in the stillness, surrounded by trees, anxiously watching our parents approach the truck. Dad called out to the stranger, and then silence engulfed us. As time passed, worry crept in. Olivia suggested checking on them, but before we could decide, Mom reappeared, her face drained of color. She got back in the car without a word, her expression eerily calm. Confused, we questioned her, but she remained silent. Then, unexpectedly, she unleashed a bone-chilling scream. Panic surged as Olivia and I fumbled to understand. When we reached home, Mom continued her silence, leaving us bewildered and frightened. Olivia called the police again. At our house, Mom unlocked the car, but her scream echoed from within. Trembling, we approached the police, only to find no trace of the truck. The officers promised to investigate and followed us home. Dad's absence perplexed us. Mom offered no explanation. The night lingered with fear and uncertainty. Sleep eluded me, haunted by the enigma unfolding at home. Mom's screams and Dad's peculiar behavior fueled my unease. Morning brought an illusion of normalcy as our parents jovially made pancakes. Skepticism lingered in Olivia's tone as we observed their casual demeanor. The unsettling breakfast offered no answers. Desperation led us to consider involving our distant Uncle Freddie. We confided in each other, yearning for an understanding of the inexplicable events. Discovering Dad alone downstairs heightened our anxiety. Mom, entranced, held a needle and yarn, her distant gaze fixed on nothing. Attempting to break her trance, we implored her to share the truth. Reluctantly, she admitted to a memory lapse, something blocking her recollection. Olivia suggested a doctor, citing the terror of Mom's screams. Astonishingly, Mom claimed no knowledge of the screams. Asking about the woman from the truck triggered a disturbing response. Mom's face contorted in a silent scream. Desperation led me to shake her, extracting a startling revelation. She witnessed Dad's death, and the man with us wasn't him. Dread enveloped us, casting a sinister pall over our reality. The sudden return of Dad disrupted our escape plan, and Mom's demeanor shifted again, smiling as if nothing happened. Olivia, determined to shield us, attempted to call for help. Dad intercepted, dismissing any need for assistance. His proposal to revisit the cinema masked the sinister truth beneath the veneer of normalcy. In a surreal twist, we found ourselves in the car again, bound for an uncertain destination, leaving behind a house haunted by secrets and a darkness we couldn't comprehend. As the car glided through the dimly lit streets, the eerie silence within suffocated us. The weight of unspoken truths lingered, casting shadows over our feeble attempts at normalcy. Dad's insistence on returning to the cinema masked an underlying dread. Olivia and I exchanged uneasy glances, our suspicions growing with each passing moment. The night air outside the car carried an unsettling chill, matching the icy atmosphere within. Uncertainty guided us to Uncle Freddy's house. The desolate road bore witness to our silent struggle. As we pulled into his driveway, the facade shattered. Uncle Freddy's home was abandoned, a dilapidated structure veiled in darkness. Our hearts sank as the realization set in. There was no sanctuary here. The echoes of our footsteps filled the emptiness as we entered, finding only remnants of a past that had dissolved into oblivion. The unsettling truth unfolded with each step. Our parents were not what they seemed, a facade maintained with sinister precision. The illusion crumbled, leaving us exposed to the raw, painful reality. In the living room, a dusty family portrait hung askew on the wall. The faces of strangers stared back at us, a grotesque mockery of the familial bonds we once thought were real. Dread clung to us as we unraveled the tapestry of deception, revealing a web of lies spun with malevolent intent. A shiver ran down my spine as Dad's voice, now devoid of warmth, resonated through the desolate halls. You were never meant to know the truth. The revelation struck with a force that left us breathless. Our real parents, innocent victims of an insidious force, were lost in the void. The entities that wore their faces were a mask of malevolence, preying on our vulnerability. Tears welled in Olivia's eyes as the weight of the deception crushed our spirits. The final blow came as the distorted figures of our parents approached, their expressions devoid of humanity. The nightmare we thought we escaped had only just begun. With a bone-chilling whisper, Mom's distorted voice echoed, "You can't escape the inevitable. Embrace the darkness within." The room descended into an otherworldly silence, punctuated only by the haunting sobs of Olivia and me. The entities that once wore our parents' faces enveloped us, their embrace a cold reminder of the desolation that awaited. As the darkness consumed us, a bitter truth lingered. Our reality had shattered, leaving behind a void of despair, a hollow abyss where innocence and family were but distant echoes in the corridors of an eternal